Okay, so before you take this as like I'm shitting on the series because it says rant and I'm fired up in terms of the last couple chapters of One Piece 968 and 969, bear with me and listen to what I have to say because I'm upset, but in a good way, I guess you could say. The way Oda wrote this has me so emotionally charged up, and I'm in disbelief and disgusted, and all sorts of emotions are going through me right now because of the latest events in One Piece. I mean, ooh, Orochi, you pile of trash. Oden, what are you doing? We bid farewell to Roger after that incredible journey with a tear-jerking goodbye. Oden's return to Wano. So many, let's talk about it. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, 968, again, another gem of a chapter. You know, the bidding farewell to Roger, seeing his ascension to the top, people calling him the Pirate King, him saying farewell to everybody, them crying, even though it's interesting how in Oden's writings, it's very different with certain aspects from what actually happened. Like, he's like, you know, none of us shed tears, even though they were bawling their eyes out. Curious, really curious, I guess, what it was, and maybe I'm just misremembering. Mind you, there's 907 chapters, but what it was that Roger told Rayleigh in their farewell, you know, why it was that he wanted to talk to him. I mean, I guess obviously it'd be like Luffy with Zoro, you know, his right hand man, so to speak, but very heart-wrenching, that goodbye, because we know he was saying goodbye to eventually go to jail and yeah, bite the big one. So definitely 968, a huge gem. And then of course after that, slowly but surely, we got Oden's return to Wano, seeing how messed up it is under the ruling of Orochi and just how he tricked everybody. And honestly, 968, another incredible chapter. Like, wow, Oda did it again. So no complaints about 968, just awesome shit all around. And I was just like waiting for 969 after that ending, like, ooh, Oden's about to put some beats on Orochi, it's about to be a rap. Like, I mean, obviously we know history, so we know at some given point Orochi would have turned the tables or whatever, and Oden would have died eventually, because obviously in current day we're still dealing with Orochi. But I was just like, yo, he's about to fuck him up, he's about to kick his ass, like, holy shit. But that's not what happened, and this is where my anger kind of comes in to play, in terms of like, Oda knew, like, I don't know if he understands how much he plucked at my emotions with 969, because we're there like, yo, you know, we got Oden there, he's talking to Orochi, he's like, yo, give me back my title, like, I didn't really want to take this title, but with my father's death, obviously I should be next. And then Orochi slowly unveils like, yo, we actually tricked everybody, like that wasn't anything to do with your father, so yeah. And I'm like, alright, whatever, he's gonna put the beats. And then when we get to that page, and it's like my heart like wanted to explode, it like dropped for a moment and then like wanted to burst. When we go from that to, mind you, in my mind, and in a lot of people's mind, you gotta think, I've already had so much admiration and so much respect for Oden as a character. He rode with Whitebeard, he rode with Roger, went with the man to the top of the top, helped Roger become Pirate King, so many things throughout this journey. I mean, even before those journeys, you know how he was conquering slowly but surely in Wano and changing the narrative around his name. So I had just the utmost, and I still have, I'll be honest with you, I still have, because it's clear as day that there's something that we don't know yet as to why that happened. But when we go from that page of Oden there talking to Orochi, and then next thing you know, it says it only took a few hours, but then eventually Oden popped out and he was in nothing but like a little loincloth, dancing and begging for change outside of the castle. I'm like, what? I ain't gonna lie, Oda, if he wanted to really enrage me and the fandom with that, he, well played, Oda. And I mean that in the greatest way possible, in terms of like, not that it's bad writing, because you got to think there's a reason why Oden did that. It's not like Oden was scared. He probably, like, let's just backtrack a little bit, right? Clash with Whitebeard, And then on top of that, still continued to ascend to the top, you know, going with Roger and everything. So it's not like he was weak by any means. So it wasn't that he was scared of Kaido or scared of Orochi or anything like that. It's something there, whether it was a threat, maybe somebody was, you know, one of his people was under fire, so to speak, or about to get killed. There was some type of threat that Orochi had, a ace in the sleeve, so to speak, in order to do that. That's the only reason why. Does that vindicate the fact that, like, I want to freaking jump through the manga panels and grab Orochi by his neck and strangle the shit out of him for humiliating Oden? Having him dancing, basically naked, begging for change when he was the one hope for Wano? Like, no, it's still just talking about it right now, and I envision the panel, and it's like getting me angry right now. Like, what the fuck, Oda, why? And that's what's so great about it. It's like, he's such a scumbag. Orochi's such a scumbag, and now it's just, until we get the revelation as to why Oden did that, we're left with, well, fuck. He got played, he got screwed in the end, because even though he wanted to do something about it, he eventually stood, and I want to say it was like years, I want to say it was months or years of him doing this shit. Every night he's going and dancing naked basically and begging for change and being a loser. And I'm just like, wow. Because at first I thought maybe my mind is like trying to process it and understand, like, why would this happen. I'm like, well, maybe it was the witch. It was pretending to be him, and they had him tied up all along, and that wasn't really him. But then you see him with his family, and he's like, hey, do you want to get a divorce? And then eventually it leads to him saying, yo, now we got to strike against Orochi. Because even all his people are like, you know, some of them are trying to excuse and to say, oh, we always knew you did that anyway, you're getting better at it and shit like that. But you can see his people are just like in disbelief themselves. Like, how the like, you just came back from the greatest, most hardest mission in the world. You helped the Pirate King become the Pirate King. How do you bend to this man's will? And yeah, honestly, the latest two chapters of One Piece, 968, a gem, 969, cool chapter. I wish at the end of the chapter, though, to be honest with you, and again, we'll get it in time, but I wish we would have had some type of context as to what exactly it was that Orochi said or did to push Oden to humiliate himself and throw his integrity out the window. Like, why? And then if we're going off the fact that, let's just say, yeah, there's some missing information, he was blackmailed, something there into doing that, then what is it that makes him change his mind towards the end of 969, where he's like, okay, now's the time to strike, we gotta go, that's it. Like, well, what changed? Like, maybe, again, Orochi had somebody that he cared about that we just don't know, that he was threatening to kill, and maybe he killed him already at some good point. I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here, because this chapter really, 969 really fucking pissed me off, okay? Like, you don't humiliate somebody that rode with Roger, you just don't. So, fuck Orochi. Oda, you devil you for making, you know, playing with our hearts like that. Like, this shit is freaking nuts, honestly. One Piece greatness yet again. Like, I know maybe it's not much of a rant, but I can't even describe the feeling that I felt just jumping from that page to another. And I know that's one of my primary focuses of this video, but it really affected me in a way, because it's just like, imagine seeing somebody that you idolize, and not that I idolize, you know, Oden. Like, I had a lot of respect for the character and everything, but just imagine one of your heroes dancing naked for change when they're supposed to be like this admirable person, somebody that is highly respected. Like, it blows your mind. It's like, it's traumatizing in a way. So yeah, I can't wait. Whatever happens to Orochi, I hope it's so dastardly and just like, dude gets everything that's coming to him, because he played his hand very well and he fucked over a lot of people. He fucked over a whole country, and it's disgusting. And woo, curious what you guys think though. Big question, the biggest question: what did Orochi do or say to make Oden do that? Like, what could he have possibly threatened him with or done? I mean, Kaido isn't something, I just don't feel as though there was any fear in Oden's heart for Kaido. Like, he clashed against Whitebeard, and he's probably only got 10 times stronger since then. He's not scared of Kaido. He's not scared of Orochi. He's not scared of anything that he had to throw at him. It had to be that somebody was in, maybe, because it was like the talks of the weapons factory and everything, maybe he was threatening to just blow up all of Wano unless Oden did what he said, or I don't know. What's your thoughts? What do you think it was? Why is it that Oden got pushed to the point of dancing and begging for change in his underwear? Like, ugh. And your overall thoughts, what do you think was that Roger said to Rayleigh before he set off? How did you feel about that goodbye at 968? Like, One Piece just, my gosh, 2020 and One Piece is kicking up some fucking steam and really pissing off the fandom, because I've seen quite a few people were pissed off too about Oden begging for change and shit. It's like, this is excruciatingly annoying, and I'm so sick of seeing Orochi getting all these W's. Let's give him the big L. But that's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links, of course, are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace. Last time, I'ma say last time. Moving on to the future, leave the memories as a pastime. Memories always feel like the worst. Deading all the past, leave it in a hearse. Sometimes I wanna lie, but I don't. Why lie when truthfully you get caught in it? Then usually it's all off and shit. Uncalled for shit. Now I'm off the shit. Maybe lately what I've been facing got me crazy. No, I can't take it. Maybe